Yo, what's up, guys? Teacher Paul here, and today we have a coffee request from Hansi. Hansi says, here is a video to help you with your Bergen trip. These are top things to do in Bergen. So this is from the channel Norway with Paul. Hey, I'm Paul. He's Paul. If you want to check out this video without my reaction, link is in the description. But guys, we're going to Bergen. And also, very important, we are live here right now. And if you guys want to join me on Twitch so you can talk to me and we can hang out, follow me on Twitch. It will really help out. And yeah, we have our goals here. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool experience. And it would really be nice to have you live, so we can get to know each other better. Let's go. 6 top things to do in Bergen, which I am going to this year. Bergen, Norway. So excited. I can't wait. Let's see. Let's take some notes.
Hi, I'm Paul from Norway. Today I am in Bergen, and here are my 6 suggestions to what you can do if you have a full day in Bergen.
By the way, let me just say one thing. This channel, Norway with Paul, is the channel that I watched when I went to Oslo. Just before I went to Oslo, this channel was the one that gave me all the tips, and I got to see so many things in Oslo, and not only because of this channel, obviously, but because you guys sent me so many comments and I wrote down everything. And, you can watch my vlog in Oslo, and you'll see that I put some comments, screenshots of comments of you guys giving suggestions, and whatever I did was because you guys suggested it. So thank you so much for the support. Let's go. Number 1, art.
Bergen has a really good art scene. You see a lot of cool street art when you walk around.
Nice.
And then you have the Kode museums, which has art from different time periods, including a big collection of Edvard Munch. There's also a lot of great contemporary art in Bergen.
Edvard Munch. I went to the museum.
One of the main arenas for contemporary art in Norway, hosting exhibitions from international artists. And there's always something interesting to see.
Nice.
Also, with a ticket to the Kunsthall, you get a discount on your entrance to the Kode Museum, just next door.
Wait, you have to pay to go to museums in Norway? They're free here in the UK. Well, not all of them, but most of them are free. Like, do you guys also have free museum, or is that just a UK thing? Because, they want to teach the population to be cultured. And I think Norway just grows up being cultured, I would say.
The Kode Museum is spread out among 4 different buildings. I really like the number 3, with a large collection of the painter Edvard Munch.
Nice.
But you also find some real Norwegian classics here from the National Romantic era. A great place for a rainy day.
What is
One
that?
of my favorite streets in Bergen is Skostredet, the shoemaker street. This is just a very cool street, just a couple of blocks behind the fish market. There's a lot of cute little stores, clothing, secondhand, retro. There's some nice restaurants and some nice bars as well. So this is definitely a street you want to check out when you come to Bergen.
Okay. Wait, but that was so short. Is it just with because the restaurants, the cafes? But that's such a small street. I think there's a ticket for most museums, but also I think you can find some free ones. Okay, we had free entry, but our current government changed that so many aren't free in Sweden. Oh man, that sucks. That really sucks. I feel like it's like, honestly with you, I know that people need to get paid. I go through that myself, but it's important to have some free options, for people who can't afford to go to these places, but they, access to history, access to art, it shouldn't be too expensive. I think a lot of people would benefit from the culture they receive from this, I think obviously in everything in life, there should be the free option and the paid option, but there should be options. So hopefully there are options. Depends on how much public funding is put into the museum. Yeah, I guess so. But I do think, and that's the same with me, I have free options. I also have paid options which support the channel, but we always give options. Nothing is just here you have to I think Everything needs to have a free option. Even and exclusively bathrooms. I've talked about public bathrooms. Oh man, it's a human right to use the bathroom. So there should be free options and paid options. I mean, come on. But I'm not going to get into that discussion again. Some people got angry about that last time.
Come to Bergen.
I will.
The Bergen in Bergen is on the UNESCO World Heritage List. And this was once the main seat for the powerful trade organization called the Hanseatic League.
Bergen in Bergen has become an icon to the city and oozes of salty history and dried codfish.
Salty history.
These old wooden buildings were built as commercial buildings for the Hanseatic League, a powerful German trade organization that had one of their main offices in Bergen for several hundred years. Today, there is still trade here, but dried codfish has been replaced by cute little shops selling souvenirs, crafts, and Norwegian sweaters. It's exciting to stroll around here, up and down narrow alleyways, while admiring the architecture and charm of these old buildings.
Wait, is that crooked? Was that door crooked, or is it just the angle of the camera?
Sure.
That door is crooked. And it's cracked. That is super crooked. And it's cracked on the left side over here. Dude, that house is falling apart. I gotta go there before it falls. I'm kidding. Jokes.
And charm of these old buildings.
Bergen Museum.
In Norway, there's not a lot of good museums from the medieval ages, but here in Bergen, they have one, and that is the Bergen Museum.
Bergen.
Throughout the centuries, Bergen has been hit by numerous fires.
Wow.
The most recent one in 1955. After this fire, archaeological excavations found a lot of objects providing an insight into everyday life during the medieval period, such as wooden sticks with runic inscriptions on them, medieval shoes.
This is where the Black Death broke out in Norway. And hi, Planky Pete. Welcome to the chat.
On them, medieval shoes, swords, and a lot of coins and jewelry from all over the world. The Bergen Museum is an excellent museum for learning about the past of Bergen.
Now, to get some perspective and see Bergen from above,
Mount
I recommend
Fløyen.
heading up on Mount Fløyen.
Fløyen.
Bergen is surrounded by 7 mountains.
Nice.
Here you see the top of Mount Fløyen. To get up there, you can ride a funicular, which departs down from the city center. This railway is
That is called a funicular?
2,769 feet long and covers a height difference of 991 feet. It's been running all the way since 1918 and carries over 1 million passengers every year, eager to get up to the top. It's a great ride, passing by residential houses and forest, and it can be a bit of a thrill to look down as you're ascending on an average 13 feet per second.
Dang. If they had one of these in the movie
Once
Bergen,
up on the top, you get a great view of the city and Vågen, the bay. Possibly, it's the best place in town for a selfie.
definitely gonna go up there.
Now, there are 2 ways to get down again. Either you can take the funicular down, or you can walk down through the forest, which is actually a very enjoyable walk.
How
The
long?
hiking trail leading down is about 3 kilometers, 1.8 miles. It's well marked, but basically all you have to do is follow the locals. The trail takes you through a lush forest, and you have nice views of the city. As you get further down the hillside, you walk by the many wooden houses, and after about 30 minutes from the top, you're back to where you started.
That's easy. That's easy. A 30-minute walk downhill. That is really, really easy. I hope it doesn't rain when I'm there, but I love walking in nature, just enjoying the fresh air, which I know that Norway has a lot of, because I'm here from London. We don't have a lot of fresh air. When I went to Oslo, the air was good, the water was good. You know, it's just really nice. So Yeah, definitely seems more interesting to walk down. And maybe I can live stream while I'm walking down the, the mountain. At least like a 30-minute live stream. My dream walk, all downhill. But you got to go up before you go down, right? Everything that goes up must come down. That's the law of nature. Or physics. Seafood, yes, I want
Bergen
that.
has a strong connection to the sea, and the result is some really amazing seafood. Scallops,
Sea urchins,
lobsters, oysters, shrimp, cod, and delicious king crab. You'll find it all here, fresh from the sea. And I can't think.
Was that not a sea urchin? I know a sea urchin when I see one. The question is, do I see one? That's a sea urchin, isn't it? It's a huge sea urchin. Is it not? Why did he not mention the sea urchin? That's a good one, isn't it? I know a sea urchin when I see one. I'm just not sure if I see one yet. Oh, man.
Lobsters, oysters, shrimp, cod, and delicious king crab. You'll find it all here, fresh from the sea. And I can't think of a better way.
Yeah, the ball thing is what I think is a sea urchin. It's like the butter of the sea.
To end your Bergen adventure than having a big plate of it down by the harbor.
So as you can see, there's a lot you can do in
As
one
you
day
can
in
see,
Bergen.
seafood.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions about Bergen, feel free to post a comment below. Stay tuned for more videos from Norway. And until next time, take care and ha det bra.
Nice. Yeah, that was a sea urchin, wasn't it? I know a sea urchin when I see one. I used to watch these kind of like slow TV. It's not slow TV. I'm just using that so you guys can understand. But it's these vlogs that are outdoors, and it was this guy who really liked fishing, and the whole thing like was just fishing for sea urchin. And it's like this really. I've never had sea urchin either, but it looks like this buttery, creamy texture, and it looks good. It looks really good. Yeah, that was sea urchin, was it? How do you call it? Crocabolla. 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 Okay. There is also a cable car to another mountain. That is nice. You go up the mountain and then you go from one mountain to the other on a cable. But I don't know if I would be brave enough to do that cable car, because it sounds like a very good synopsis for a Norwegian movie, tragic movie. It sounds so like, can you imagine like the synopsis where you go from one mountain to the other and then you get stuck in the middle? That is definitely a movie that I would watch from Norway. Anyways, thank you, Paul from Norway, for this video. Top 6 things to do in Bergen. That is going straight to my notepad, and I can't wait to vlog in Norway and just be back there and just breathe fresh air again. Honestly, I can't say this enough. My favorite place recently was Norway. Like, I've been to so many countries, and the most memorable one was Norway because of the quality. And I've said this so many times, and I actually miss being there, and I want to be there again. I love the cold, not extreme cold, but I like that. At least the temperature, the cool temperature that I got in Oslo was so nice and so refreshing, except for the rainy day. But I loved it. It was awesome. And many of you are saying you liked Oslo. Wait until you go to Bergen. So that's why I'm so excited. The cable car is also from the town. Oh, not one mountain to the other. But that would be cool, wouldn't it? Can you imagine like one mountain to the other, and then you have like this cable car connecting? See, that's something that I would, yeah, Bergen equals rain. Dang. I hope I get, a week of no rain. I don't know. Guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much, Hansi. And guys, join me live on Twitch so we can talk, hang out, and, you know, share videos. If you want to request a video, buy me a coffee, just like Hansi did, click over here, click over here. Take care. Bye-bye.